The video you're about to see first aired on demand on our NFL Draft YouTube channel. If you want more coverage of the NFL Draft overall for different teams, all the stuff we do here at Chat Sports Draft related, going to go on that channel. Make sure you go subscribe, youtube.com/chatNFL. Coming up on today's show, a brand new 2024 NFL mock draft, the order of which was determined by the actual current NFL draft order. So don't get mad at me. I'm not projecting where your team finishes. It's where they currently sit. At number 1, hilariously via the Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears. They've got 1 and 2, and that means they're taking Caleb Williams. If they're picking like 22, okay, maybe they don't. But if they're picking 1, it's got to be Caleb Williams. He is a special quarterback prospect. I still want to see some more like in-structure stuff a little bit, but the stuff he can do is awesome. Now, if you want more NFL draft videos like this one, help show the bosses this. I know it's only October. The draft, it feels like it's an entire year away. But if you want more, like the video right now. Marvin Harrison Jr. I went back and forth. Do you take the receiver? Do you take the offensive lineman? Let's move on from Darnell Mooney, Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Man, that's fun for Chicago. The Broncos at 3. I had quarterback in here initially, but the more I look at this Broncos team, as memeable as Russ has been, the offense has not been the problem in Denver. This defense sucks. Problem is, it's not a very good defensive draft class. So I did put Latu here out of UCLA. I know he's not the big name like, Jared Verse, Dallas Turner, the hype going into the year. He has been unbelievable. I think number 3 is too early. I think the most likely one is Denver trades this pick and gets assets, or they, just take the quarterback, which I think is a real possibility too. But I'm not doing trades right now. And Russ is Russ, but he's actually been better this year under Sean Payton. So should the Broncos draft a quarterback? If you say yes, I totally get it. I don't disagree that much with you at all, if at all. So Y for yes and for no, go vote in the comments section. Minnesota is then very happy, and they get Drake Maye out of UNC. You move on from Kirk Cousins, and you have your new franchise guy. In a normal class, Drake Maye's quarterback 1, maybe even comfortably. Now to where I don't know about these next 2 picks, but they're fun, and they have quarterback issues. J.J. McCarthy, if the Patriots are picking 5, it means Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi continue to be bad all year. That's what that means, right? I love what McCarthy can do. He's not a finished product yet, but the arm strength and mobility, it's very intriguing. I think he'd be a good fit in New England. I think Bill Belichick could help maximize him if you can figure out your play calling too. The Giants, I almost went with Fashanu here to help out that offensive line. I really did. But if you're picking 6, I get the offensive line is bad. Daniel Jones has been terrible. If your O-line is bad, you have to get the football out quickly. And he's not. He's making mistakes. So I don't even know if Shedeur Sanders goes pro. By the way, he might go back to school for 1 more year. That actually does make some sense for him. But Giants might have to go quarterback. I'm sorry, guys. So in the end, all these teams, they're kind of like they're taking for Caleb, aren't they? Who drafts Caleb Williams this upcoming year? Who gets the number 1 overall pick is what I'm asking. It's the pinned comment on today's show. If the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there. Let me know. Arizona's going to go defense here. We'll talk about Quinn Ewers later. I don't love the quarterbacks here. But cornerback is a big concern for Arizona. McKinstry's not for everyone play style-wise, but I think he's awesome. Not the burner, but he's really good. Love his fit in Arizona. Green Bay, here's your David Bakhtiari replacement. And Fashanu will probably be like my number 3 player, maybe number 4 player, somewhere in that range. To get him at 8 because of the quarterback bump and Denver, going edge instead of tackle, huge addition. Would be a huge pick for Green Bay. I have seen my guy Mitchell Renz complain a lot about the interior D-line for the Raiders. Here you go, my friend. It's probably a bit early for Jerzon Newton, to be quite honest, but the need is certainly there. And I'm a fan of his play style. He's not that big, but damn if he's not explosive and impactful. Arizona goes 2 Bama players. Why not? Dallas Turner out of Alabama. Here's this pick, by the way, via the Texans. Here's an edge rusher. The Cardinals are having some good defensive results, despite having a bunch of no-name dudes on that side of the football. So they basically went BPA both times on the defensive side with these selections. Today's show is made possible by Game Time. It is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for whatever sporting event, theater, concert, whatever you're going to, because you shouldn't have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event. Game Time takes all the guesswork out of buying tickets. I'm a big fan of their zone deals. So basically what that means is you pick the section, and Game Time picks the seats for an average of 18% savings. Do I care if I sit in seat 1 or seat 21 or seat 7? No, I don't care. So save the money then, right? Game Time's guarantee, by the way, means you'll always get the best price. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, they will credit you 110% of the difference. I also like how you can, this next one, you hold your phone up, you can see where you're sitting, and just like a live photo, look around, see where you're actually sitting. It's awesome. Download the Game Time app today, create your account, and use code NFLChat for $20 off your first purchase. Now, terms apply, but create your account, click the profile button, and then go to redeem code and plug in NFLCHAT for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, all guaranteed. The Jets need offensive line help. Here's a quality one in Joe Alt, the offensive tackle. Just going to plug in a tackle for the Jets, and so for the instance, that pick will not be going to Green Bay. The Commanders at 12. Sam Howell's a chaos agent. He will make some awesome stand-in gunslinger throws, and then he will hold the ball for a country hour. He will not get rid of it. Or a daylight savings hour, maybe it makes more sense if I don't merge my analogies there. Like he'll hold it way too long. Quinn Ewers, he's still not good at the deep ball. When flag football, if that becomes an Olympic event, by the way, this is our quarterback. We're sending Quinn Ewers out to represent the country, and we're going to win. He's perfect for it. But the consistency, I hate the footwork, but footwork's for individual people I'm scared of him. But it's got some fun arm angle stuff, and you can't teach that. So how many quarterbacks are drafted in round 1? I've got 5 in here. I think the over-under is going to be 4.5. It's a good class overall, though. It's deep, too. Get your predictions in for me in the comment section right now. All right, Amarius Mims here at number 13. The Angelo experiment has not gone very well, so let's try a new left tackle. Mims has been banged up, but he's really good when he's been out there. Brock Bowers, I finally found a spot for him, right? Joe Burrow, Brock Bowers, Jamar Chase as your receiving core. Oh, man. That's awesome. Jared Verse has not been the guy I hoped he was going to be this year, but he's still talented. Not going to overreact to 6-ish game sample size. I'll still put him in round 1 to a team that needs pass rush help in LA. Chargers need cornerback help. Cooper DeJean is an awesome player. He is the best player on that Iowa team by a massive margin. He basically beat Michigan State by himself. I'm not even kidding. It basically was all him. He is a round 1. He should go round 1 or else teams are making mistakes. Houston. Receiver's not the biggest need, but I think it'd be fun to put CJ Stroud up with his old teammate since you probably can't get into Marvin Harrison range. This pick, by the way, via the Browns, Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State. The Saints at 18, J.C. Latham. You're going, tackle? They have Ryan Ramczyk at right tackle. They've got Trip Penning at left tackle. You're right. I'm plugging one of those guys in at guard. Probably Penning and more likely Latham. That interior line's not been very good. I know that they re-signed Ruiz. He's been kind of middling. Andres Pete's not it anymore, so I would look at it, kick him inside its guard. I think he could do it. He's big. I think he could do it, though. Now, the 2024 NFL Draft will be here before you guys know it. So make sure you are subscribed for more mock drafts, player prospect discussion, and, of course, the actual NFL Draft live right here on Chat Sports. Number 19, Chop Robinson. Let's get some more pass rush help. I know that the Penn State edge pick of Arnold McKinney has not worked out yet, but Robinson finally started to show some stuff. He's got the traits to be a special player. Kalen King to the Colts. I want some more cornerback help for them. King's got that dog in him. I like that. And my corner needs to have that, by the way, or else I'm just not very interested. All right, we got to get some more receivers in here. It's a good receiver class, but there were not any like massive, obvious, glaring holes there. Keon Coleman, here's your big-bodied wide receiver. That's an upgraded version of Gabe Davis, basically. Don't pay Gabe Davis. Draft Keon Coleman. He'll win jump balls for Josh Allen all day. The Cowboys at 22. I don't love it, but Barrett Carter here. Leighton Vander Esch is not healthy again. We'll see how Damone Clark fares in his absence. Barrett Carter's probably like a top 30-ish player, so 22 is fine there, and Cowboys have a need. Number 23, the Baltimore Ravens. Did you guys watch last week's game? These guys can't catch. Dropped 7 passes, 2 of them in the end zone. They would have blown up Pittsburgh. They could just catch the freaking football. Here's a better player in Malik Neighbors. I'll be honest. The Ravens recklessly overpaid for Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, and Rashad Bateman, who I liked, has not been good so far. Seattle, they have some free agents coming up along the defensive line. I like Leonard Taylor a lot. I don't know how long Jerron Reed will be there for. Let's give an impactful defensive tackle to Seattle because I think trench play, interior play, matters a lot in the modern-day NFL. Who is your favorite NFL draft prospect? Any player, not best, just favorite. Who do you have a big-time crush on? Sound off in the comments. Number 25, McKinley Jackson out of Texas A&M. You've seen how that defensive line isn't playing as well without Cam Hayward. Jackson's kind of more of a nose guard. I think Keanu Benton as your long-term pieces is really intriguing up front for Pittsburgh. The Jags, I'm not sold on Mason Smith right now. It is spelled with 2 A's, by the way. They need some upside. I know the Caleb Von Tracy's pick did not go well, but hey, different positions. Let's see how that pans out. Denzel Burke to Tampa. Corners have been banged up. I like the way Burke has played this season, by the way. He's taken a massive step forward. I like that fit down in Tampa. Up to Detroit now. Injuries, 1-year deals, cornerbacks uncertain. I think Nate Wiggins is kind of underrated. I think he's a very, very good player. So I'll put him here at 28 to the Detroit Lions. When we get to the actual draft, I bet someone will have caught my eye and I'll replace Graham Barton on this list, but he can play guard or tackle, I think, and the Dolphins need that. Their guys are banged up. Isaiah Wynn's been kind of mediocre. I think it makes sense. Now, Philly doesn't normally invest that high in a safety. I think they need one. A playmaker in the back end at safety. They miss Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, whether they want to admit it or not. They miss him out there. Cameron Kitchens is a ball hawk. But on that team, he would have like 4 or 5 interceptions a year. Roma Dunze. There's your number 1, guys. Casey, I did it. I found the number 1 receiver that's not named Travis Kelce for you. You're welcome. Arizona. I'm just going to go lineman here. I don't know. I'll rotate this all year long. Jordan Morgan at Arizona. There's a bunch of good ones that kind of fit this mold. It's a good, solid tackle class. A lot of games to see who kind of emerges as the top guy. But I like Jordan Morgan quite a bit as a potential fit in the Shanahan offense. The O-line's been solid, but it is getting up there in age. And when in doubt, draft a lineman. We'll get to some players I did not leave or did not put on this list today. But name a draft prospect that you think I am sleeping on. Any player, who do you think it is? Sound off for me in the comment section right now. What draft prospect do you think I'm sleeping on? Some other ones I wanted to make note of. I can't put him in round 1. I can't do it. Bo Nix has been really good, though, at Oregon. Totally different football player. I love JT Sanders, but tight ends don't typically go that early. Patrick Paul, we've had him in round 1 mock drafts before. Braylon Trice in the same bucket. It's a good safety class, by the way. Tyler Newman from Minnesota. Damn good football player.